the Red Fort, a monument to power, ambition and the ephemerality of empires. Its towering walls, crafted from sandstone the colour of dried blood, have stood witness to centuries of Indian history. Today, the fort stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a potent symbol of Indian independence. The air within the Red Fort is thick with the whispers of the past. Stand in the Diwani Arm, and you can almost hear the murmur of countless voices seeking justice or favour from the emperor. The fort is more than just a collection of beautiful buildings, it is a palimpsest of history. The echoes of history are almost deafening. The Red Fort is not merely a historical monument. It is a living, breathing entity, pulsating with the energy of countless lives lived and lost within its embrace. Its stones whisper tales of conquest and rebellion, of artistic brilliance and military might. To truly understand India, one must understand the Red Fort. The year is 1638. Shah Jahan, the fifth Mughal emperor, envisions a magnificent city on the banks of the Yamuna River. The construction of the Red Fort was a monumental undertaking, transforming the emperor's vision into reality. The fort was a statement, a bold declaration of Mughal power and sophistication. The Red Fort was designed as a self-contained city, housing the emperor, his family, and the vast retinue of courtiers, servants and soldiers. Within its high walls lay a labyrinthine complex of palaces, mosques, gardens and courtyards. The imperial apartments were reserved for the emperor and his family, surrounded by luxury. The Red Fort was a microcosm of the Mughal Empire itself. The Peacock throne, commissioned by Shah Jahan, was a marvel of craftsmanship, encrusted with diamonds, rubies, emeralds and pearls. It was a symbol of the Mughal Empire at the zenith of its glory. Yet its opulence served as a reminder of the vast gulf between the Mughal elite and the millions who toiled under their rule. The Peacock throne was both a symbol of Mughal glory and a harbinger of the challenges that lay ahead. The 18th century dawned with the Mughal Empire at a crossroads. Internal strife and the growing influence of European powers cast a long shadow over the once mighty empire. The Red Fort, once a symbol of unassailable power, now reflected the empire's fading glory. The emperors who now sat upon the Peacock throne were mere shadows of their predecessors. The arrival of the British East India Company marked a turning point in the history of the Red Fort. The British gradually expanded their influence, exploiting the Mughal Empire's weakness. The Red Fort was transformed into an instrument of British control, its palaces and courtyards echoing with the tramp of British boots. The once elegant gardens were replaced by parade grounds and barracks. The year 1857 saw the outbreak of the Sepoy Mutiny, a rebellion that shook the foundations of British rule in India. The Red Fort became a focal point for both the mutineers and the British forces. After weeks of fierce fighting, the British breached the Red Fort's defences, marking the end of the Mughal dynasty. The Red Fort, once a symbol of Mughal glory, was now a silent prisoner of colonial power. The Red Fort, once a treasure house of the Mughal Empire, holds secrets within its walls. Over the centuries, many treasures have vanished, their fates shrouded in mystery. Legends abound of secret passages and hidden chambers within the Red Fort. The possibility of lost treasures continues to fascinate historians and treasure hunters alike. As night falls over the Red Fort, the boundary between history and legend blurs. The fort is said to be a place where the veil between the living and the dead is thin. Among the most persistent tales are those of spectral figures said to roam the fort's corridors and gardens. These stories add another layer of intrigue to the Red Fort's already rich tapestry of history. The Red Fort's grandeur hides a history of darkness. Behind its dazzling facades lie tales of intrigue, betrayal and cruelty. These whispered episodes remind us of human nature's brutality. Shah Jahan's sons, Dara Shikoh and Aurangzeb, fought for the Mughal throne. Dara was known for his intellectual curiosity and tolerance. Aurangzeb, driven by ambition, emerged victorious. Their rivalry led to a bloody war of succession. Aurangzeb had Dara executed, presenting his head to Shah Jahan. The Red Fort witnessed this brutal power struggle. Jahandar Shah, influenced by his mistress Lal Kunwar, faced a grim fate. Lal Kunwar wielded considerable influence but met a grim end. These tales remind us that power can be corrupting and destructive. 15th August 1947. A date etched in the memory of every Indian. The day the shackles of colonial rule were finally broken. The Red Fort, silent witness to the waning days of the Mughal Empire and the subsequent British dominion, found itself at the heart of this historic moment. The very walls that had once confined the last Mughal emperor now reverberated with the joyous pronouncements of a newly independent nation. On that momentous day, Jawaharlal Nehru, India's first Prime Minister, hoisted the Indian tricolour flag atop the Lahori Gate, its saffron white and green replacing the Union Jack that had flown there for over a century. The sight of the Indian flag fluttering proudly in the breeze, a symbol of hope and freedom, sent a collective surge of emotion through the thousands gathered to witness the birth of a nation. The Red Fort, once a symbol of imperial might, had been reclaimed as a symbol of Indian independence. It was from here, from the ramparts of the Red Fort, that Nehru addressed the nation, his words echoing across the country via radio, carrying a message of unity, progress, and a promise of a brighter future for all Indians. The fort, for so long a mute observer of history, had become a platform for a new narrative, a narrative of self-determination, of a people taking control of their own destiny. The echoes of Nehru's speech, promising a just and equitable society, still resonate within the Red Fort's walls, a reminder of the aspirations that fueled the struggle for independence and the challenges that lay ahead for the newly independent nation. The decades that followed independence saw India grappling with the complexities of nation building. The euphoria of 15th August 1947 gradually gave way to the realities of poverty, social inequality and communal tensions. The Red Fort, now a potent symbol of Indian democracy, bore witness to these struggles, its imposing presence a constant reminder of the promises made and the challenges faced by the fledgling nation. Every year on Independence Day, the Prime Minister of India addresses the nation from the ramparts of the Red Fort, outlining the government's achievements, acknowledging the challenges, and outlining the vision for the future. These speeches, broadcast live across the country, are a testament to the Red Fort's enduring symbolic power, its image beamed into the homes of millions, connecting them to their shared history and collective aspirations. However, the Red Fort has also been the stage for expressions of dissent and discontent. Protests and demonstrations, often reflecting the anxieties and frustrations of a rapidly changing society, have found their way to the fort's gates. Students, Farmers, workers and activists have all marched towards the Red Fort, their voices echoing within its walls, demanding social justice, economic equality and political accountability. The Red Fort, in its silence, absorbs these diverse voices, a testament to the complexities of Indian democracy, a space where celebrations of progress coexist with expressions of discontent. It stands as a reminder that the struggle for a just and equitable society is an ongoing process, a journey that continues to be navigated by each generation. Today, the Red Fort stands at a crossroads, its historical significance intertwined with its contemporary role as a national monument, a tourist attraction, and a contested symbol. Millions of visitors, both domestic and international, flock to the fort each year, drawn by its architectural splendor, its rich history, and its enduring aura of power. Within the fort's walls, vendors hawk souvenirs, families picnic on the lawns, and guides regale tourists with tales of emperors and empires. The sound of laughter and chatter fills the courtyards, a stark contrast to the hushed reverence one might expect in a place so steeped in history. The Red Fort has in many ways become a victim of its own success. The very crowds that are drawn to its grandeur also pose a threat to its preservation. Pollution, vandalism, and the wear and tear of millions of footsteps take their toll on the fort's aging structure. The challenge for those tasked with the fort's upkeep is to find a balance between preserving its historical integrity and ensuring its accessibility to the public. The Red Fort, once a stage for emperors and revolutionaries, now navigates the complexities of being both a national symbol and a global spectacle. The challenge for contemporary India is to ensure that the Red Fort's legacy extends beyond its architectural magnificence, that its walls continue to inspire reflection, dialogue, and a deeper understanding of the nation's complex and often contradictory past. The Red Fort stands today, much as it has for centuries, an enduring sentinel overlooking the bustling metropolis of Delhi. Its sandstone walls, weathered by time and bearing the scars of history, hold within them 1,000 stories, 1,000 echoes of a glorious, tumultuous past. The fort has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the ebb and flow of power, the brilliance of artistic creation, and the brutality of human conflict. It is a place where the weight of history is palpable, where the air is thick with the whispers of emperors and rebels, artists and assassins. The very stones seem to vibrate with the energy of countless lives lived and lost within its embrace. To wander through its palaces and courtyards is to embark on a journey through time, to trace the footsteps of those who walked these paths before us. The Red Fort is a testament to the enduring power of architecture to shape our understanding of the past. Its majestic gateways, delicate marble inlay and imposing walls speak volumes about the Mughal Empire's might and sophistication, while the British-era additions serve as stark reminders of the complexities of colonial rule. But the Red Fort is more than just a collection of beautiful buildings. It is a symbol of India itself, a nation forged in the crucible of history, its identity shaped by a tapestry of diverse cultures, religions and languages. The fort, in its own way, embodies this diversity, its walls echoing with the voices of countless individuals who have contributed to the rich tapestry of Indian history. The Red Fort, for all its grandeur, is not a static monument frozen in time. It is a living, breathing entity, its significance constantly evolving as India itself evolves. The fort has borne witness to India's journey from a colony to a democracy. Today, the Red Fort serves as a potent symbol of Indian democracy, echoing with the annual Independence Day address. It is also a stage for both celebrations of progress and expressions of dissent. The Red Fort in many ways serves as a mirror to India's soul, It reflects the nation's rich history, its vibrant culture, and its enduring spirit. The Red Fort will continue to stand, a testament to the enduring power of history.